Alright, so I'm going to talk a bit about the second trailer for The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies. Now, this trailer gets a little more in-depth with what's going on. It starts out with Bilbo talking to Thorin and saying, you haven't been yourself since you've taken the mountain. And you're right, and, Bilbo's right. He is not... Thorin is clearly not himself. He clearly says, I've taken the mountain, now I'm going to protect it. And guess who shows up at his doorstep? Thranduil. And he... he looks like he is going to end shit. He definitely looks like he is ready to tear down the walls and wreck some shit up. And, granted, Thranduil, no doubt about it, is a complete douche canoe. But, it looks like, whatever, all the things that Thorin's done, all the things his family has done, has finally come back to kick him in the ass. Also, we really don't get a lot of Lake Town in this trailer. We really don't see a lot of Lake Town in this trailer, and that's probably because they're more than likely going to kill off Smaug at the beginning of the movie. That's just how I see it, is that what's probably going to happen is that Smaug's going to just completely burn down Lake Town. Then Bard is going to kill him, and that's going to lead into the rest of the events of what's going on in the Battle of the Five Armies. We also see some other things in this trailer, such as, Thorin back in the treasure hold, Legolas coming upon these armies of bats, just these swarms of these huge bats, which I don't think I've ever seen. Yeah, I don't think they've ever been in the Lord of the Rings original trilogy, and yeah, they just show up, and he's like, yeah, those things were bred for one reason, to fuck shit up. And I'm really curious to see, I really want to see what those bats can do, honestly. I really cannot wait to see what those bats are capable of in combat. I really want to see them. Maybe they'll be like the creatures maybe they'll be like the bats from Pitch Black, where they just rip, they swarm over people and rip them apart. That'll probably be cool. Kind of like, also like the Tooth Fairies from the second Hellboy movie. There's another thing I'd like to see. Just see these bats just kind of swarm over people and rip them apart. We also see, the other dwarves are kind of like, yeah, Thorin, you're not yourself. You are clearly completely out of it. You are just completely out of it. You need help, and everything just looks bad. Everything just looks completely bad. But we all know what's going to happen, of course. This trilogy so far, the prequel trilogy has been really good, compared to the other prequel trilogy out there. This one, the Hobbit trilogy so far has been met with pretty good reception. It's been met with pretty decent reception, whereas, Star Wars prequel trilogy has been met with ire. So, I'm really excited to see how this is all going to end. Also, I'm just going to say this: it's probably going to be as long as hell. It's probably going to be long as hell. Let's face it. Yeah, we all knew. Remember Return of the King and how long that ending was? This is probably going, since it's it's supposed to be the defining chapter of the Middle Earth series. This is meant, this is going to be, pretty much they're going to try to explain everything in here. I really want to see, the one thing I want to see is Saruman's, ultimate betrayal and alliance with Sauron, because in the trailer you see him go, "Leave Sauron to me." And I'm like, yeah, we know what you're doing, Saruman. We know. And I'm just really interested to see how this is all going to end, how this is all going to play out, and some characters may not be coming back. Yeah, just like in the first trailer, it kind of gives you the sense that not everyone's going to be walking away from this one. No, that's not going to happen. A lot of characters probably aren't going to be walking away from this final chapter. Just saying. It does not look good for some characters in here. And again, it looks like there's gonna be some epic war scenes in here. This is going to be one bloody end, and one glorious end at that. So we're gonna be ending closing the. But here's the thing: I feel bad. It's gonna be the end of the Middle Earth series. I grew up with this. I watched the prequels, but I didn't have that whole thing of being able to see the original Star Wars trilogy and having that. I had the DVDs, of course, but I never had the whole movie experience of that. I may get that with, The Force Awakens and, the following Star Wars films. But yeah. So we're going to be... So this year is going to be the final chapter on Middle-earth. And we leave Middle-earth probably for good. But don't feel bad, because we'll be going back to a galaxy far, far away next year. So, you guys tell me, what do you guys think of The Hobbit, The Battle of the Five Armies second trailer? You guys excited? You guys not? I keep forgetting how close this is. This is only like half a month away. Seriously, I am super excited for this. Anyway, once again, hope you all enjoyed this, and I'm out.